More of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Talk about some great numbers for Barnes. He's got 16 points and 5 assists. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
Well, it's a good example, Clark, of how you set the table for the rest of your teammates. He's really brought focus and energy to this game.
Evans and Davis are your small and power forwards. Parker out there with Avery Bradley, and it's Ashik in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis. Parker with it. He's picked up by Irving, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. The Pelicans have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That free throw good from Bradley.
Avery Bradley. 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Barnes with it, working on Ashik. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Here are the teams that have been dialing it up defensively since the All-Star break, the league's steal leaders. Second, the Pelicans.
Kevin, this team isn't ready to give up on the season yet. I mean, they've been after the opposing ball handler every second of every game.
Parker kicks to Bradley. Pass to Evans. Back to Bradley. Cavaliers with the rebound. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Plumlee. Hits the jump hook.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
The Pelicans really having a tough go here. Parker outside. Evans up top. Davis with a screen on LeBron. Evans with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Ashik in the post. Working on Love. There's Parker with the 3. Cannot hit. And Cleveland will come the other way. Last time they met in Cleveland.
You know, that last game I thought was an evenly played game, but the difference was the big discrepancy in the free throw percentage in their favor. That's what helped them win.
The feed to Davis. Passes it to Bradley. Trying to find Ashik. Gets it to him. Another shot. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Well, Clark, it doesn't do any good to get to the line if you're only going to hit 1 of the 2 free throws.
You're exactly right, Kevin. You don't want the hack-a-shack strategy to be a way for a team to beat you. You want it to be a last resort strategy. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
And the foul called on Dime. That'll be his second foul of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Evans with it. 7 points in the game.
Something needs to change for them here. I mean, starting the half 0 for 5, that's not going to get it done.
Barnes kicks to Irving. Shoots. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Yeah, and you look at the stat sheet from that night. I mean, the turnovers were just glaring. No way you're going to give up the ball as they did and still win.
Well, not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense and force even more turnovers on the other side. That's the only way you're really going to be able to counteract giving the ball to the opponents at your end.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Humphries checked in, and so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Gordon's checked in for New Orleans. And so here is New Orleans, and the shot is good. And that's now 10 points for Parker.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there. And we have a moment now. Let's check out some stats for Anthony Davis. He's been something special in the second half of the season, that's for sure. Some serious stats right here. He's averaging 24 points, 11 rebounds. He's been at his most dynamic, no question about it. Almost impossible to handle.
Yeah, I agree. Not the guy you want to have to go up against right now. I mean, who knows when he'll cool off. These runs of his can last a while.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. LeBron dishes to Barnes. Baseline try, and it's good. Barnes has got 22 points.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Davis, the pass to Parker. Back to Davis. Kicks to Parker. Shot clock at 6. And here's Gordon from outside. Davis, the second chance points on the tip-in. Davis has got 6.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in the good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in. That was beautiful.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
Outside Bradley. Davis setting the pick for Bradley. Shot off the screen, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for...
That's the way to work on D.
It's offensively as a result.
It's go time. Check in. I'm on it.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. Outside Irving. And here is Waiters. 5 points in the game. From outside the arc. Cannot hit.
All right, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team. Let them hear it.
Here's Parker. No good.
The NBA regular season winding down. Chandler Parsons and the Dallas Mavericks take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. It happens next Wednesday.
And as we conclude the third...
I'm a gangster. The big false dog, yeah, I had to do that. I keep a blue flag hanging.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Barnes, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Dion Waiters. Harris is out there with Anderson Varejao. And it's Cruz in at the 4. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Evans missing.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. Gordon kicks to Asik. Gordon goes in, cans the 12-footer. Gordon's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for New Orleans. The Cavaliers leading by 21. Here's Waiters. Softly drops in the floater.
What a finish with that hoop.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Waiters against Parker. Gordon kicks to Asik. He dishes it to Parker. Evans outside. Takes the 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
And LeBron throws it down.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Gordon goes in. Parker kicks to Gordon. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And it's 8 points for Eric Gordon.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Waiters dishes to Barnes. James sets the screen for Barnes. Lays it up and banks it in. Barnes has got 10 points here in the second half.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. And they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Dishes it to Gordon. And Ashik now atop the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Parker's shot is off.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point. Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Gordon, he kicks it to Ashik. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum.
LeBron kicks to Barnes. James sets the screen for Barnes.
Pelicans foul. Tony Parker. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland. Barnes. 2 shots.
He's off on the first, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And the second free throw, good. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Smith the pass to Spates. Leaps for it. Goes back up. There's the block. Now here's Barnes. Guarded closely. With the teardrop. Count that one. Barnes has got 31 points.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Smith right side. Mozgov's shot is off. Shot is blocked. They retain possession. Now here's Evans.
2 minutes remaining.
Spates with a screen on Barnes. And that's Evans penetrating. Shot clock at 6. They shoot again. Mozgov kicks to Spates. Spates missing again.
Now, he hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Barnes against Smith. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded closely.
Jump ball.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Verajao dishes to Barnes. Clock at 4. Feeds it to Blake. Tries again. Good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And these guys have played very well this season. And this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And playing this team only twice on the year, they have to feel good about their strategy and execution, as tonight they complete a season series sweep against the Pelicans.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Dimes. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
That's his second.
First one falls for him. The Pelicans making a switch here.
That's the way to shoot the...
The Cavaliers making a change here.
At the line for 2.
So we see the Cavaliers take...
Thank you, Kevin.
Pace as fast as I can, and you can tell by how my breath stack up in the skies. It is raps